Let's go. Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal Peace Love Music with another episode of the Let's Go Good Morning Show, brought to you live by DeOrganized Media in partnership with our excellent friends over at BitcoinLive, Decentralized Broadcasting. It is, what day is it? No, it's Thursday. Day named after Thor. Weird. Our days are actually named after old mythological gods. Interesting. It is Thursday morning, a lot going on. Session 3 of the appointments committee happening at 10. So we have a hard stop today. Lots going on in the ecosystem. Super bullish about where things are headed. Really feel good about things. All the engagement, all the activity, all the good people coming together to push on things. Really a great time to be here. Friendly reminder, this is a news show. News and information is what we provide here. Sometimes some entertainment, hopefully, and some education, but never financial advice. Always do your own research. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Chad, share out the live stream. If you like what we do, if you're here to support us, sharing out the live stream is one of the best things you can do to help us out. The more people we can reach, the more integrated we can get the community and our movement to support the Bitcoin ethos, the decentralized, distributed, permissionless, trustless, borderless, censorship-resistant ethos, open source. The humanity ethos. That's what we're here for. Share out the live stream. In the numbers this morning, Bitcoin still holding on to 104, coming in at 104,795. Stacks rebound a little bit off of that low from yesterday to 61.80, reflecting the Fibonacci number 618. Market cap up to 71 by market cap on CoinMarketCap, and Fear and Greed Index today staying flat at 48 in that neutral range. Still, the top 3 gainers on CoinMarketCap for the last 24 hours are Arrow, OKB, and Ray from Radium token. Interesting stuff. Stack STX, earn BTC. That's right. All you need is 100 STX. Actually, there's some pools where you only need like 40 STX and you can stack, but typically 100 STX costs you $62 today to accumulate 100 STX. Get a wallet, Xverse, Leather, mobile. On you have a mobile wallet, or you can do a browser wallet, browser extension wallet with both of those projects, and also a Bitcoin wallet. Stack your stacks. You earn Bitcoin as part of the proof of transfer network, proof of transfer protocol. SBTC is programmable Bitcoin for DeFi on Stacks. Stacks has fast, low fee transactions, proof of transfer security, tying it to Bitcoin and native Bitcoin rewards. Tell your friends. Stacks also has a very robust Bitcoin DeFi platform. On Stacks DeFi, Hermetica is offering 11% yield on USDH. USDH is a Bitcoin-backed dollar stablecoin that you can stack to earn interest over at Hermetica.fi. They have over 5.5 million total value locked in the ecosystem and growing. And they have a great, fresh new dashboard over there. Great stuff going on at Hermetica. At BitFlow, you can DCA into Bitcoin, stacks, runes, and more effortlessly at bitflow.finance. And now Flex pools allow users to provide liquidity in any ratio while benefiting from ultra-low slippage, utilizing both Stacking DAO's STX pool as a Flex pool, and now or soon to be launched USDH, SUSDH. So single-sided liquidity or any ratio balance liquidity over on using Flex pools over at BitFlow. Velar PerpDex is live. You can now engage in PerpDex trading on stacks over at Velar. You can also stake your Velar, pair your favorite tokens with SBTC, earn yield, and trade all of the stacks tokens on Velar. Protocol is a Bitcoin native DeFi protocol which enables cross-chain swaps, bridging, and payments in BTC. It connects Bitcoin to 20 plus chains. Zest is offering 3.98% on SBTC this morning. That's right, you can earn almost 4% on your Bitcoin with SBTC on stacks. SBTC also, by the way, will be integrated into multiple platforms soon, including Solana, Aptos, and most recently Sui, and probably more to come. Keep an eye out. I heard something about Hyperliquid, maybe. I don't know, but we'll see. Also on Zest, you can earn 9.01% on your STX, and the highest yield at Zest today is 16.36% on USDA. Over at Stacking DAO, you can earn 8.99% on STX, with STSTX 9.67% native BTC yield with regular traditional stacking, or 8.73% with yield in SBTC. And the top 3 stacks token gainers on stxtools.io this morning are Flat Earth Token, STSTX, and PBTC. What is happening in the stacks ecosystem today? Shout out to Binta. We had some technical difficulties. The whatever morning space kept rugging this morning. But I did get to hear her smiley voice for a brief moment, so it did get me started for the day. As always, we have our show Monday through Friday here, 8:30 a.m. to 9:30. We have Find to Earn rounds starting at 9:30. We do have a hard stop today at 10 a.m. because that is when session 3 for the Stacks Appointment Committee meetings are happening, and I will definitely be participating in that. Shout out Bitcoin Pepe. It is Bitcoin Pepe Thursday, one of our amazing Find to Earn sponsors, and they have their community Pepe Roundtable, Bitcoin Pepe Roundtable, the only Pepe coin you really need to know about. That community, one of the most lit communities in the ecosystem, really any ecosystem. They have their space every Thursday at 11 a.m. If you can, join in. We also have Melanie's Bitcoin at Beyond that we're starting a half an hour early today. She's got XY0 coming on from Zero Authority, our homie, everyone's friend, a great actor in the space. We're super excited to hear what Melanie and Zero have to talk about. And that's actually going live at 11:30 today because Zero has a hard stop at 12:30 for something else he's got to work on. And then we also have All Things Crypto at 5:30 p.m. 7 p.m. is the DeOrganized nightly space with GPSC and friends. And he's also got, I think GP has a, in the Zest or Stacking DAO Discord, there is a Pokemon tournament today, but I don't remember what time. We'll have to once we bring on our friends, we'll have to get them to let us know what's going on with that. If you do have an X-Space live stream or event series you want to share with the community, head over to DeOrganized.media, create a user account, and we'll add your event to the community calendar, free for everyone. That's over at DeOrganized.media. In the news today, $90 to $100 million. A pro-Israel hacking group known as Predatory Sparrow claims responsibility for an attack on Iranian crypto exchange Nobitex, stealing $90 to $100 million in digital assets. In a political twist, the attackers reportedly burned the stolen crypto, rendering it unrecoverable. That's kind of a interesting maneuver. They've now released or threatened to release the exchange's full source code, escalating the cyber war between activist groups and crypto platforms operating in sanctioned regions. To be honest with you, if that's the evolution of warfare, I prefer that to death and destruction. Mostly. The Open Network's native token TON, T-O-N, fell 3.1% in the last 24 hours, continuing a volatile week for the Telegram-backed chain. The dip follows a broader market decline, though technical analysts suggest, that's not me, I'm just reporting it, it may be staging a V-shaped recovery. Despite the setback, TON remains one of the most watched altcoins due to its ties to the messaging giant. A new report highlights the explosive growth of decentralized finance, showing that crypto lending platforms now custody nearly 60 billion with a B in assets. This surge is fueled by demand for tokenized real-world assets, stronger DeFi governance, and the return of crypto-native capital allocators exploring yield and liquidity protocols. Ethereum continues gaining institutional favor, with SharpLink Gaming revealing a $425 million ETH treasury allocation. The move coincides with increasing ETH ETF inflows and broader market attention following the SEC's recent ETF approvals. This development underscores a growing narrative around ETH as programmable asset for the financial future. South Korea's government is launching a formal review into the transaction fees charged by domestic crypto exchanges. The move fulfills a campaign promise by President Lee Jae-myung and is aimed at increasing transparency and protecting retail users from excessive or hidden platform costs. Major exchanges are expected to respond in the coming weeks. Be honest with your exchanges. South Korea's going to get you. ETF flows on June 18th, Bitcoin, that's yesterday, Bitcoin spot ETFs experienced a net inflow of $388.3 million. BlackRock's IBIT led with an inflow of $278.9 million. Ethereum spot ETF saw a total net inflow of $19.1 million on the same day. BlackRock's ETH-A recorded the highest single-day inflow of $15.1 million, followed closely by other ETH ETFs with $4 million in inflows. I think that actually marks 9 days of inflows, net inflows for the Bitcoin ETFs, if you're counting. So much going on in the Stacks ecosystem, but a lot of it is really all focused on the current SIP proposal. I believe the cabs are trying to have their SIP vote approvals by the end of this week, and community-wide vote is targeted to go live next week. We're not entirely sure how that'll go. Some of it will come out of today's session 3 for the appointments committee, and we're really excited about that. Real quick, I just want to say a word about our amazing sponsors. We are super blessed to have a couple of very strong sponsors in the Stacks ecosystem that support our shows. Stacking DAO is the leading liquid staking platform for the Stacks network. Stacking DAO is changing the game by letting users earn up to 10% APY on their STX while keeping their assets liquid. Unlike traditional staking, their unique design means no minimums and users start earning rewards immediately, so there are zero switching costs when moving from other stacking pools. Plus, you've got options. Choose to get your rewards in STX or SBTC, whatever fits your strategy. I use both. If you want to start earning yields today, head over to Stacking DAO. Hey, this is backwards thing. No, I'm just never going to be able to do it exactly right. If I mirror it, then I can't flex my 18-year-old Jameson or stuff back here. Can't even see my Stacking DAO hat. It's a Stacking DAO hat. I like Stacking DAO. Stacking DAO is where liquidity meets opportunity. And Bitflow is the top DEX on Stacks, letting you trade native BTC, STX, SBTC, USDC, runes, and more all in one place by aggregating price on Alex, Arcadico, and Valar. Recently, Bitflow rolled out flex pools, launching with STX to support liquid staking assets, offering flexible deposits, smarter rewards, and deeper liquidity. And pay attention, soon you'll be able to drop your SUSDH in there and earn yield on that as well. And with that, I will bring on the homies. Good morning, GP.
Good morning.
You just did the thing yourself.
I did, dude. I was rushing to get ready this morning, and then I forgot to open up the lids.
Nah, that's all right, man. Honestly, do I need to put a cover on my thing? Should I do that? People are like looking at my living room while I'm not here.
I don't know, man. Like, I'm that type of guy that'll put the Band-Aid on the.
I probably should do it too, but I just probably won't.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They may be spying on you a bit.
They might be. I assume I'm being watched and spied on all the time anyway. I'm not paranoid. I just assume.
You're gonna do it to your phone too, right? Like, are you?
Yeah, I don't care.
You know.
What's up, Jack? How you doing this morning, man?
That's such a reasonable thing to say in 2025. I mean, no paranoia needed.
Yeah.
You know?
That's just how it's the world we live in. You know, there's the information's there. There's not a whole lot we can do about it. Shout out to all the guys that really try to remain undoxed, but it is
everyone
what it is.
carries a surveillance device with them 24/7.
Yeah, I got 2 of them now.
You know, your TV is, if you have a smart TV, that's another one. Like,
right.
Yeah.
My house is full. There's microphones and devices, spy devices everywhere. So just assume they know and act accordingly. It's a good way to regulate yourself. Good morning, Reese. What's up, my brother? How you doing today, man?
I'm freaking awesome, dude. How
Good,
you guys doing? Love your shirt. I want that, by the way.
This is a Nobody Famous original commissioned by Rafa. And I recalled her giving it to me at the Bitcoin Beach event, but actually she ran into us at the Stacks booth. She was supposed to have one for GP, and I should have asked her and grabbed it, but he wasn't there. So GP is supposed to have one too. We can be twins right now. But I do. I mean, look at it. I would never have had something like this if it wasn't made special for me too. So, and a huge fan of Fact Fun. Like Rafa's project is dope. Shout out too, by the way, to your awesome chaos and order background. I really dig it.
Thank you. I think I'm gonna make it my thing. When I come on stream.
I like it.
It looks good.
It suits you.
Yeah, it does look good. It's unique.
Thank you, Jack. Jack, it's been such a while since we've actually been talking. Like, even on Spaces, I've been so quiet for the majority of the past month or so. It's just so good to hear your guys' voices and share a screen with you. Yeah, I'm just grateful to be among you guys.
We love having you here, man. For sure.
I just assume that anytime I'm not hearing you or seeing you, it's because you're just working. You're just always making art, you know?
Yep. 4,000 portraits ain't gonna do themselves.
Not yet, anyway. The AI isn't quite there yet.
No, but also human touch. I'm all about the human touch. So that's just how I function. No hate, just how I function. GP, it's good to see you too, brother. How you doing?
Morning, Reese. Dude, doing good, man. Yeah, it's good to see you on the stream. Getting you on here is always a good vibe. Yeah, we're killing it, man. I'm glad to see you get your setup straight, man. What's up?
Love the beard. See you growing it again.
Yeah, gotta grow it back. I gotta keep up with these guys, right? They've got.
Yeah.
I just hate to shave. I just absolutely abhor shaving.
I started to curl around my lip, and I was like, I really should trim that this morning. But like, same thing. Like that grooming stuff, it's always just. I don't need much of an excuse to skip that if I'm busy. You know what I mean? GP, what's the Pokemon tournament?
Oh, it's in the Stacking DAO Discord. So at 11 a.m. ET on Thursdays, we play Pokemon TCG Pocket, and we have a tournament. We've got a little league going on. Got some players that get together on Thursdays to play. I think next activity schedule, it may be either a little bit earlier or a little bit later, so that way I don't have to juggle the Pepe community forum with kind of running this tournament as well. So maybe a little bit later or earlier, depending on where I change it around next month. But for now, it's at 11 a.m. ET on Thursday.
Dope. And the Stacking Down Discord. So guys, if you're into Pokemon and you're into stacks or Bitcoin, even get over into Stacking Down Discord. They got it going on.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's other stuff going on too. We've got like an activity schedule, we've got like weekly challenges, a monthly poker tournament. We got a bunch of stuff going on with Discord. It's a bunch of fun. So get over there, and there's prizes and STSDX as well for grabs.
Very cool, guys. I'm going to be right back. I'm hoping I left my coffee somewhere, and I still have coffee. I feel like I'm not caffeinated enough, so I gotta go find my coffee. I'll be right back. Y'all chat amongst yourselves.
Yeah, get the coffee, dude. Yeah. So yesterday, jobless claims came in a little bit lower than expected, and then Jerome Powell decided that he was not going to cut rates. So rates stayed flat. Looks like the market is kind of just chopped right now. But the Genius bill did pass its first round of voting. So that's going to the Senate.
It's in Congress now, right?
Yeah. It passed the Senate. It's going to the House, and if it gets approved there, then it goes to the president and becomes law.
Yeah, so
we'll see.
It seems like on the right track. We need this regulatory clarity for stablecoins in order to grow our industry.
Did y'all just see that X is about to launch a trade and investing platform?
I did. I saw I saw that news come out as I was like launching the show. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it's gonna be that. That's what's so cool about BoostX is like that's what X is gonna be doing anyway. That sort of thing, and BoostX kind of front run it. I thought that was pretty sweet. But yeah, it's completely different, man. We just need some bullish catalyst, and we need to stop with all the bullshit in the world.
Yeah.
Well, there's things we can control and things we can't control, right?
There's very few things we can control. We can control whether or not we shave.
We can control whether or not we shave or cut our hair. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna have like an X debit card too, right? Like if they're gonna, have a credit line and debit line through X, be able to trade, have your onboarding and offboarding right here, all take place right on X. Nuts.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of, a lot of crypto integration with X in general. Obviously with stable coins, the stablecoin thing's going to be massive. Like, and the thing is, most people who we would call normies, they're not really going to notice a difference. They might notice things. If things go as planned, you might notice things be cheaper or what have you. But like on the front end, it's going to be a very familiar experience for them.
Right. Retail adoption will happen without retail realizing it.
Well,
exactly, and USDH is already far ahead of the curve in this regard. So it's like as ready as can be.
Yeah.
It's the prime dollar stablecoin, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I agree. I mean, I've said it before. It's one of the best products ever made. It's probably the first Bitcoin-based product we've seen come to market, and it makes too much sense. Like when people talk about what's crypto good for, just remember all of the value proposition starts with decentralized peer-to-peer transactions. Period. And then when you're talking about building on the most secure decentralized crypto, when you're talking about the hardest money in existence, and then that next level, now you have denominated in USD. Yeah, you can't beat it.
And then they're gonna have, I just wanted to read this real quick. This was good alpha that we just, on I think on Wednesday that he made this post. Jacob, the founder of Hermetica, follow him at Jacob_BTC. That is Jacob with a K. We have a pretty exciting rollout still in the works. Soon, KYC users will be able to mint USDH on Bitcoin or Stack by sending USDT or USDC from Ethereum. Cross-chain minting is coming to Hermetica. This is pretty big. I saw that.
Huge.
Yeah. AEUSDC loans we're picking up on Zest.
I have some USDC that I would love to easily swap into Hermetica right now.
Yeah. And it's good for the Stacks ecosystem too, because anything you do to reduce the friction between getting from where you've been to Stacks is better for Stacks. That's and all of that's coming. But again, whenever you attack a problem, attack it from a bunch of different angles. And this is one of the ways you do that.
Yeah, it makes it easier for people to get into the ecosystem. You're able to send USDC directly, and receive USDH. So that's solid. Get your stables backed by Bitcoin.
You want
Backed by Bitcoin, but also then earn yield on the USD that you were holding anyway.
All right. Well, for Jamie's question, the KYC is if you want to actually mint USDH. You don't have to KYC to use USDH. You don't have to KYC to buy it on the secondary, to stake it, any of that. It's
also to make sure people are aware that's not Hermetica's decision. That's
right.
That's regulatory. You're not getting around that. They have to do that. So it is what it is. Oh, hey, good morning, Mel. I didn't even see you there. Hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. A little bit better. I had to get out of bed because I got my show tonight. Jack, was it?
That's right. Mel's got Zero coming on, so that's going to be it's going to be a great one.
Oh, I can't wait. I was going through, some of the stuff we're going to chat about tonight, and it's always such a good conversation with Zero. Yeah.
So you said, don't you have something, a conflict and everything? And I had the Bitcoin Pepe thing. So we're starting at 11:30. But what I didn't realize was session 3 starts at 10 a.m. So we might get we shouldn't be very delayed, but I might not be right in the studio until just about time to go live because of that, which you're going to be in there too. And actually Zero also maybe. So
for the
appointment committee. Yeah. Appointment committee session 3 is at 10 a.m. today. I don't know that it'll be an hour and a half, but it's budgeted for an hour and a half for the meeting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I forget, we were talking briefly about the Genius Act. And one of the biggest things that I want to point out is it passed bipartisanly. It wasn't a straight party vote. It had broad support. It was more than 60% of the Senate.
It was 68-30.
Yeah, it was a big differentiation there. It's not just on party lines. There is broad support across the political spectrum for this regulation happening. It's happening.
I think we can slowly but surely start to see that even the old dinosaurs, even the ones that have been grabbing the power for so long, even they can see now, listen, the times are changing. It's time to see how I can make myself productive in this new industry instead of fading it for the past 15 years. So I'm really excited to see that even on those higher levels, bipartisanly, they are actually looking into things like this now.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive for a bunch of old, half-retarded crooks who don't even know how DVD players work. It's
that might be the quote of forever for DeOrganized. Thank you.
Please, can I tell you a quick story related to that? The one time my husband left me, before we were married, right? We were dating, and I used to have an office at the front part of the house. Anyway, so we have this big fight, like a big screaming match down the passage, and my partner is sitting in the office. Okay, her eyes are like this. So Arno, now remember, he got given a video machine, like it was his dad's. Okay, so we're having this fight, and he says, "That's it, I'm leaving." And he runs down the passage, and it obviously wasn't plugged in. It was just lying in the lounge. He picks up the video machine and he goes, "And I'm taking my video machine." Yeah, no, nobody uses those anymore. You're welcome to try.
I was wondering where that was going to tie into Jack's comment. I was like,
Video machine.
speaking of half retarded.
Oh, so that's what I was thinking. He like, in that moment, fitted into that retarded category. With a video machine, not even a DVD machine.
Good for him. Good for him. He's like, yo, this is my video machine. I'm taking it with me. Let's go.
Hey, at one point,
Principled. The one thing he brought into the home.
at one point though, those were, you had a DVD player, you had something, man. Like
Those things were like,
you know.
they're like the video camera. You put it on the shoulder.
I don't have to rewind it to watch it again.
No.
Right. I think that I think that NFTs are the next iteration of DVDs, because
Yep.
we live in a world now where they're trying to set it up to where you just rent everything, basically, right? Like if you stream, you don't, even if you like go to Amazon and you buy a movie, you don't really own it. You don't really own video games anymore.
Well, you do until Amazon goes bankrupt.
Right. Or if they have a fight with some company over licensing. And so that's what I love about NFTs, is that we're going to be able to get back to ownership. I think not just ownership of art in visual art, but ownership of, motion pictures, ownership of games. I think that's going to come back. I mean, the idea of owning something is not something that you can be progressively talked out of as a person. Like it's one of those things that's fundamental to human nature. And yes, I know we don't really own anything ever, right? You're just at best, borrowing it until you die, but I'm not talking philosophically. I'm talking like the actual understanding of, this is my phone, this is my pocket knife, this is my movie, this is my, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where
if you can't own any possessions, then you really can't own yourself, right?
Right.
And that's the fundamental problem with that. Because I can see there's advantages, by the way, to a rent versus own paradigm there, as far as efficiency, less wastefulness, because when you're done with it, somebody else can use it, kind of thing. It's more set up for that kind of thing. But it's very important that the capacity to actually have agency for yourself continue to exist moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, it's your video machine. Like, it's mine. Like, this is my video machine.
Well, and if you can't own anything, then do you own, like, you become less of a thing yourself. Like that
was very philosophical what you said just now. If you can't own anything, do you even own yourself?
You can't.
All right.
The other end of that is, and what Jack is saying,
for me, I live on the Buddhist side of things, and the sort of Tao, all that kind of side, and I'm sure Reese knows a huge amount about those kind of Eastern philosophies, and I love the idea of owning nothing. like the less I earn, the less responsibility I have.
Right.
I had a wedding, my engagement ring, we built up over 10 years. We kept adding diamonds to it. It was worth $250,000 and it was stolen. And we fought with the insurance company, with the ombudsman for a year. And it caused me so much angst and so much pain and whatever. And ever since then, I've just worn no jewelry because I've not wanted anything that was valuable enough for me to mourn the loss of in that way, you know. But I've always loved the idea that you shouldn't own more than what you can carry on your back.
The only thing you ever actually own or have are your experiences, anyway.
And your noggin.
But part of that experience is self-ownership, and all of that other stuff extends off of
Yeah.
That's very important.
So it's also a very stoic way of life. Is that if you lose everything, are you still okay in your head? Like, do you still have peace? But it doesn't fight against the idea of ownership. You can be an extremely rich stoic, but if you do lose your stuff or if it does get stolen, you just don't mourn it, in my perspective. So I would very much want the opportunity to have true ownership of something, but I want to, in myself, become the person who doesn't need it if I lose it. So that's my view on it.
Yeah.
That's that story of, I cannot let them steal from me twice. They've taken my money. They've taken everything that I've worked for 4 years. They can't take any more of it. So it's that philosophy. Yeah, it's nice to have stuff, but I think it's also ownership is redefined, I think, going forward, because ownership in the way we consider it now is I bought something. I went, ownership, like Peace was referring to, ownership of self, ownership of my creativity. I am a creator and I can create something and I own it, and sharing in creativity. So I sell my creativity to Reese. Reese uses that to buy creativity elsewhere, and we kind of start having this real circular movement of money, creativity. So I think ownership going forward is I create, therefore I earn, and I can mint it, like Jack says, with an NFT, which proves my ownership of that thing, which can then not get lost, and then but can also be sold or rented or right.
Yeah. No, I think that when you're trying to gauge where things are going, and you said something that I think is very important. I think some of the most important human qualities that people are going to need going forward are things like creativity, because the AI is going to be better at us than a lot at most things, but things that make us human, it's never going to be able to replicate. It's never going to be able to do anything but mimic. So the ability, these natural human things that we have, and creativity being one of them, is why I think there'll always be a premium on, art made by humans relative to art made by AI. I think that, the value of communication is going to be much higher for humans to humans than AI to humans. I think that the transmission of ideas, all of these things, the things that make us human are going to be the things that, are proven to be most valuable in this new world we are finding ourselves thrust into at a rapid pace.
Yeah, I think that the point about the human-made content, especially like the interaction point, right? Like with community managing stuff like that's going to be very valuable in the future. Having like public speaking skills, stuff like that. I think it's going to be very important. That human touch, you really cannot. It's a good point that Reed made. That human touch, there's nothing that can come close to it, right? You have if there's this effect called the uncanny valley. You can kind of tell as a human, there's a sense that goes off. It's like, okay, I'm not interacting with a human, you know. So that feeling in itself, it will kind of inspire that premium.
Also, going back to what Jack was saying, and what you were saying now, GP, is that when you have something created by AI, like Jack was saying, it's never going to be original because you've got too many people pouring too much information into that thing. So it is almost the creativity of the one, like the true original thought is from one person. You know what I mean? It's not a conglomeration of thinking like a mashup. You know, it's this inspired individual's thought. So it's what one person can do without the assistance of anything. You know, and that is what makes us what we are, human. You know.
Yeah, no AI is going to call our elected representative, a bunch of old half-retarded crooks.
Not without being programmed first by Jack Binswitch.
Right.
Your AI assistant.
Guys, I actually I brought Xenitron on a little bit early this morning because I want to talk before we go into Fine Turn. I want to chat with him a little bit about the next iteration of his encrypted NFTs and what's coming, because it's really interesting. And I've only caught conversations in places where I couldn't really ask him questions about it. So I asked him to come on a little bit early. So how are you today, sir?
GM, mortals. I'm dead. As always, let's go. I'm gonna explain, because this concept we not planned, but idea is very simple, to just explain everyone how encrypted NFTs works. I drop you 3 pictures piece. Can you show it?
Yes, I sure can. Hold
So,
on.
very simple concept. We have this Fine Turn. Fine Turn is kind of new genre of games. It's difficult. We have encrypted NFTs. It's a difficult again. It's a new advanced attack. But let's make it simple. Let's make something like the people understand. Like, like DMT by Jack. It's very simple concept. Very cool. I like it. So just imagine you have these NFTs. Each NFT has 2 layers of information. The first layer is just a picture and the number. Okay? Just a picture of the globe, of the square, triangle, doesn't matter. The same picture for all 24 NFTs. But each NFT has a one seed phrase word. I just cut 24 globes because we have usually 24 seed phrase word. This is standard for Bitcoin and for stacks. Another blockchains have 12. So, can you share another 2 pictures? Each NFT has a 2 layer. The first layer could be not the globe, it could be the castle. It doesn't matter. It's a public layer NFT. It's a standard NFT. But when you open NFT on your game site, on our game site, you will get the seed phrase word. And the person who collected 24 words can open the wallet and grab the prize. The simple as that.
That's
I
cool.
think it's wicked cool.
Yeah.
So it's a seed phrase treasure hunt with encrypted NFTs. You don't know what's on the NFT until you mint it and then bring it over to the on-chain game, where you can then unencrypt it and get the information off of it. You can work together as a team to try to collect the seed phrases and all of that. And this is going to be, it's an on-chain game, but there's going to be social metrics too. So some of this game rounds can be played on shows and stuff.
It's fun, and it's a brilliant use of the DMT NFTs. And it's also DeOrganized is a great place to like teach people how to play the game. Like you need this is going to be interactive. This is going to it's wonderful, dude. Like this is a great concept.
Yeah,
Very,
let's
very
try.
cool.
And it depends on community. If community like this game, we will like make mass adoption easy.
So
have
I
to
just
test
want to
it.
walk through the player experience really quickly. Like, let me stop sharing my. I always do this. Share my DMs.
Oh yeah, me too. It's inevitable.
So the player experience. Player starts on the on-chain game, which
Yeah.
on there they will trigger a mint. They will mint NFTs, and the
Yeah,
NFT.
you just mint NFTs. Like always, you mint very cheap NFTs. It could be like 5 per wallet. It could be 10. It could be like we give opportunity mint more because like it will be cheap. It will be 1 stacks. Okay, just example. One wallet can mint like 50 NFTs. I don't know, 25. So, but you have to trade them or exchange them or exchange information into each NFT because you know the number of the word, but it will be the different wallets. So in one wallet, it could be like the castle icon. It means like it's for one wallet. In other wallet, it could be icon of like a triangle. Even it could be
So the icons indicate what wallet the seed phrase is associated with.
Sure. You can get like the seed phrase word number 2, number 5 from one wallet, and number 3, number 7 from the other wallets, and you have to exchange. You have to team up. You have to write in chats. You have to speak to your friends. But if you unite into the team, you have divide to price. You have
So
to understand.
it encourages further user engagement.
Yeah.
And it encourages more on-chain transactional volume because you're getting more, not only the minting, but the exchange and the trading between people to collect their specific seed phrases. I like it, man. I really do. I think it's an awesome concept.
Yeah, for me it's very simple concept, but I realize maybe it's the thing we have to build before like difficult things. We have to simplify things.
Are there? I haven't thought about this enough yet, but are there any advantages to reaching out to like Rafa or Rosar and seeing if there's a specific secondary type market to trade these on, like to make the,
Yeah, we have we have a Gamma, but Gamma is not so active, and we are not focusing on building the market for NFTs.
Well, the issue with Gamma is they're slow to.
Yeah, exactly.
DMT is different. Like anytime you make a change to a DMT NFT, you have to deal with because Gamma's not set up for that, right? You have to deal with Gamma. Hey, can you fix this? Is this, that, and the other? But maybe we could have one of the indie devs build something very specific for this and integrate it into one of their already existing platforms like FactFun or Charisma.
Yeah, if we have like more trading platforms, it will be very cool because like Gamma is very slow and people are like focusing on other things.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they're just they can't like this needs something niche, and this needs. So I mean, I think that I don't know, that would be cool because again, like you're not just going to have to talk to your friends, but having a quick, easy secondary where people can go and be, I need that one, I need this one, I'll trade you this one for that one, and make it interactive on that end as well. With maybe like a chat box messaging something.
It could even be like a portal that is, maybe across multiple platforms. Like you can access it on Skullcoin, you can access it on FactFun. But when people are engaging, they know that that's a place that it'll be a chat forum plus an exchange kind of thing, a place where they can really engage. Because like we have the DM group, but that we can't facilitate or maybe with BoostX, maybe there's a BoostX tie-in there too.
Yeah.
What about what Dan is building, or also what Gary has built with Gator? because Boom is kind of looking at a chat, facilitating some sort of messaging within the marketplace, and their marketplace is like super simple vibes. And then also there's Gary, who's looking to build kind of new things out with Gated, and he's like a machine. He builds in big steps.
Lots of different opportunities. What's your timeline for launching this, Zenny?
Yeah, it's really it's not the big deal. It's not the problem. This concept is very easy. I will talk to my team. So what I want to add. So we have to test it on community if they like it, what they want to improve, what the problems we could have. Like 24 word could be brute forced fast, but it's okay. The 22, 23 words you have to brute force a few days, but I don't believe people try to brute force this, really. We don't have this community. If the game will go with to mass adoption, we will solve it easily. The second thing, we give away the prize minting money to others. Like Good Kitty asked us in previous show, we explained we are not casino. Obviously, I am against casino. I outplayed. I have 6 black cards in casinos around the world. So the idea, we can take like 10% to buy back, for example, Skullcoin, but we can take 10% to buy back Ru, to buy back Leo, to buy back Pepe if this community will support us. So I wanna very hard to build this revenue model from like Rollbit and Hyperliquid. So the idea to gather minting funds in main asset as tax and take the fee and spend this fee to buy back and burn the tokens.
Sounds awesome, man. Sounds great.
Yeah, because if this meta works, if we create a new narrative, we can like make a real boost for tokens based on fair competition.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
And the last thing I want to add to Reese, your concept with block web is amazing, and in future we can make it's not about the seed phrase. We can make just you have to find the puzzles, because like if you sell these arts from block web as a whole illustration, we can divide by puzzles and sell it in future by you have to complete the puzzle, but it's a different concept. We talk about it later. So yeah, this idea we have to start. We have to try. We have just to try, because it's not a gamble. It's not the like, but it's a game of skill like diplomacy. It's a game you have to have friends. It's very funny, but it's important like for social engagement.
I love it. I'm actually so glad we got a chance to talk about it a little bit more without trying to do it around playing the games.
Yeah, we have hard stop today since we have this meeting, so let's launch it.
Guys, it is time for Flying to Earn. We have 5 rounds plus the jackpot round. The 5 rounds are sponsored by RuCoin, LeoCoin, Bitcoin Pepe, Fact.Fun, and Flat Earth Token, and then Skullcoin with stacks up for grabs for the jackpot round. We have a double jackpot round today because nobody won yesterday.
Yeah, we have 40 stacks, I believe. Yeah.
40 stacks on the jackpot round today. Excellent, excellent. So with that, GP, do you want to share for the early rounds, or you want me to?
Yeah, I can share.
GP is going to bring up the Skullcoin page. Guys, if you're ready, shout out in the live chat. Make sure you share out the live stream. That is one of the criteria to play. Then you're over on the Skullcoin BTC page waiting for the game to launch. We have our first round is going to be a whitelist round for new players. We give new players an opportunity to play. And we have who's sponsoring the whitelist round today?
Yeah, it's the Pepe round. Let's go.
Be Pepe. It is Pepe Thursday. Don't forget to tune into the Chads at 11 a.m. and their space.
Yeah, let's count down. Who wanna count down?
GP.
I'll do the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's go. The game is launched. Good luck. 250k Pepe for the winner. We have big whitelist. I believe that this game will be very fast, and after we launch 2 games simultaneously.
Let's go.
Share the road.
Pepe is, by the way, those that don't know, the original Pepe coin in all of crypto. It's older than the Pepe coin on Ethereum. It's on Bitcoin proper, and it's an orange frog representing Bitcoin. Pepe is the only Pepe coin you need to know.
Back.
And you have a chance to earn 250,000 Pepe if you are the first one to find it today in our treasure hunt rounds with Find to Earn. It is important that you also like and repost the game round. You must like and repost the game round. And you must be the first one to find it. Is this John D taking a second one?
Yeah, we just keep the whitelist from previous days. He's again winner, and congrats, man.
John D
Nice.
winning back to back. Let's go. Let's go.
We have a lot of players who found, like I believe. Okay, we will have 2 open rounds next. Get ready.
Shout out Xorb and I will win.btc. You guys came in second, really close. It was actually only like 15 seconds, 12 seconds between the winner and I will win. So maybe next round, and we have open rounds for everyone to play coming up. Guys, let us know in the live chat that you are back and ready for the next round. Shout out Age of Devs, GM John D. Congratulations, man. I also want to shout out, I don't know who this guy is, Joseph. He made a chat earlier in the YouTube channel just before we brought Xenitron in, and he said, this is an advertisement for natural evolution. That conversation we were talking about before. I tend to agree. Age of Devs is back. We are back.
Yeah, Age of Devs, like he likes my post about running blockchain. I made a post about explaining that I believe doesn't matter what blockchain you add. It's matter the reason people to buy the stocks, the reason people to participate in any like engagement, like any things that's happening. I believe it's really important. Because like X Infinity proof everyone, you can just build any L2 blockchain and just bring billions if you build the right concept.
Right.
Yeah, the fails, they was not perfect, but you know, you have just to fix this perfection, make this sustainable economy. It's very hard goal, very hard, but we are working on it. Okay, we are ready to launch next 2 games. Let's go. I will start countdown.
All right, GP is back on the Skullcoin page, and we're waiting for the countdown.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. The games are launching.
Let's go.
We
Good
have
luck, Fuckers.
Factory Fun and the Flutters games.
That is fantastic. Fact Fun, as you know, I'm representing Fact Fun right now with my exclusive by Nobody Famous, created on commission by Rafa to give to me as an early supporter of Fact Fun. I love Rafa and what he's building and just his general vibe that he exerts over our ecosystem or into our ecosystem. And Fact Fun is a great place to go if you're thinking about launching a meme coin or looking at some meme coins on stacks. And his pre-launch seeding phase is a hugely impressive innovation in the bonding curve token launch paradigm. So you can do it a little bit more holistically, I think, that way. Check out fact.fun. and Flat Earth, Silky Jones, another great project in the space, providing some opportunities for fun and engagement, and they're designing a game. Really excited to see that come out soon. Check out Flat Earth.
I really interested in how like these algorithms works on X. Like, have we used this hashtag symbol or not? How it do better like for engagement?
That's a great question, and I don't know the answer. I have heard tell that Elon doesn't like the hashtags. He thinks it's ugly, that they're not required, and you can actually just use those words in your post and it gets the same traction. Although I don't think it actually, if people are searching those terms, I don't know that it pulls the same as if there is a hashtag. So I really don't know.
Hashtags, they're fine. You should never use more than one. But if you are going to do anything, so a tweet without a hashtag is going to get more traction than a tweet with a hashtag. They're not necessary at all. If you do want to use one for any specific purpose, it's just one.
Your mic's a little spotty. Are you on the right mic? Now I could hear what you were saying, but you're a little distant.
I didn't check. Thank you. I did not check.
I didn't notice until just now. So earlier you might have even switched somehow. You might have hotkeyed it by accident. Yes.
Okay, we have a winner for all games, and this is some of new players. I like when new players win. So it's Read169 and QueenSoul.btc. QueenSoul comes to BTC.
Let's go. Congratulations. That was pretty quick. Before we launch the next game, I want to give everyone time to get back. So you guys, when you are back, let us know in the live chat. And while we're waiting, I'm just going to play a quick word from our amazing sponsors. Here is a word from Stacking Down. A word from BitFlow. All right, I hope you are all back. We are ready to launch the next two rounds. These are also going to be back-to-back, correct, sir? Or at the same time?
Yeah.
All right, we are on. GP, you want to keep playing or you want me to take over?
It's up to you. If you feel like getting a round in, get a round in.
You know what? I'm going to do this one.
All right.
So I am on the Skullcoin page. I am waiting patiently for the Game Master to tell me it's time to count down. As soon as he is ready.
Yeah, okay, the next games we'll play Find Leo game, 30k Leo, you have to find the Leo, and the Aru game. Aru game is a harder, so yeah, the Aru game is pretty hard. And the Leo game and Root game, Leo first, Root second. Get ready.
All right, we are ready. You want to count down or we still got a minute?
Yeah, make countdown, let's go.
All right. We're going to count down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's go. The Leo game is launching and the Ru game is launching.
All right, so I refreshed. I'm gonna like.
Okay, both games are on. Let's go.
Games are on. I'm gonna like and repost. I think this is just the Leo game. Then you get both of them. I'm gonna refresh again. Huge shout out, Leo Coin, one of the OG coins in the Stacks ecosystem, created by Rubes, also the founder of stxtools.io, a great place to go if you're looking to do research on all of the amazing tokens in the Stacks ecosystem. There is a great community behind Leo, lots of projects. They actually have their art pass that created by Reese, with some participation with GPSC in that project as well. Some really interesting NFT projects. Love what's going on in the Leo ecosystem. And then, of course, we have the founder of RuCoin, launched the first really fair launched token, inspired some of the bonding curve ideas that came out of into the ecosystem afterwards on Stacks. And love what Jack and Ian have created with RuCoin, the Stacks Invaders NFTs, the runes, and just constantly integrating and working with other projects in the ecosystem. Huge shout out to Ru. And I gave you all a little bit of a head start. Now I'm going to start looking for that image. So I'm on my map. I'm looking for this.
Yeah, it's very hard piece.
It's hard. I should do the other one, is what you're saying? Where is Orange?
No, you should never listen, Game Master.
Oh, okay. You know what, man? I do trust you. I think maybe that's my fault.
Okay, we have a lot of trees. Everyone's searching for Leo. Let me try. Check it.
What's this image? I got a garage.
Okay, looks like somebody found it. Let me check who was first.
The Leo?
Yeah, the Leo.
Wow.
Yeah, I believe the only one MS. Only one MS is found. Only one MS is a personal for you. You have to share and like the stream. I will follow you in the night.
The Game Master don't play, guys. You gotta
Okay,
like
the
it.
only one MS is the winner. This time 100%. Let me check if we have a winner for the Ru game. Okay, we have the right answers for the Ru game. Let's check who was the first. Looks like the Hanif BTC was the first who found the Ru game. Congrats, man. So the trick from the Ru game, when everyone opened the map, you always searching somewhere. But the Ru game was in the starting location. You just have to drop the same place.
No ways. That is so sneaky.
Yeah, peace. Just left, peace. You just have to on the right road. Turn around. No, peace.
I'm not. This is why I haven't won in a while.
On the left.
Oh, it's right here, right? Is this it?
Turn around. Go
Oh my
this
God,
road.
Pete.
Oh, that way. Down
Turn
there?
around. Turn around. You already
Oh my
found.
God.
Where? I don't see it.
No. Turn around. Yeah, this is sign. This is location.
Oh, right there. But the house isn't blue.
No, one more
Now
step.
it's blue. Wait a minute. How did you do that? How did you do that?
I am beyond the time.
All right. The game
How did that
master-
happen?
That
Magic.
He is also a wizard, apparently. I did not
I
realize.
love that.
Very cool. All right, so we have just about 12 minutes left before our hard stop. How hard is today's jackpot round? Do we want to
That's
give
what
them
like always, like we are going, I believe, to New Zealand maybe, and we have. It's not the hard like previous. We have just to find the truck, the dump on the road. Okay, let's wait just 1 minute. Everyone get back from this beautiful time travel, and let's go.
All right, so I am
No,
back.
this game just learn everyone. You have to check the starting location also. Don't be so smart. Don't
Always.
level yourself.
Well, I actually had the advantage of you telling me that it was actually easy, and I turned around and I was like, that house looks the same, but it's white. It can't be that easy. And apparently it wasn't that easy, but it wasn't that hard. I just had to try a little harder around the location. But I did. I looked at it like from this perspective, and I was like, it looks like it could be it. And it was Ghibli, so I almost submitted that location just like this without the blue. But it is what it is. Who won that one?
Let me check 1 minute.
Winner on that was Hanif BTC.
I
Congratulations.
love all these new names we're seeing.
Yes, we got a lot of new.
Really
I've
cool.
definitely onboarded some people into Stacks, into BNS with
So
this.
yeah, the winner of the root game, I believe it's a new player, Hanif.btc.
Congratulations, sir.
Welcome to
Come on.
Stacks. Good to have you.
Yeah, but he has BTC name and he said finally today I won. Congrats.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's how everyone can beat the pro players intermediate, because like people just going way far to search the locations and we teach them how to play. Okay, we are ready to launch the last jackpot round. 40 stacks for the winner. Good price.
Right. I want an Afrikaans countdown right now. There's only one
Okay.
person here that can do that.
Let's go.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kom ons gaan.
Let's go.
Let's
Go. The game is launching. Everyone, you have time limit 5 minutes. And if there are no winner, we will just move this price to more. We will add 10 stacks more.
That's right.
And it will be forever. This game is not so hard, really. You have just to find the dump on the road. Let's go.
So we're just looking for the dump truck, guys. So with that, I'm just going to zoom down a little bit. Maybe I can see some cars. Although sometimes that's not always most accurate. Take that 3D. See things a little bit better.
Okay. What soul will join to leaderboard? Let's go.
Who did?
No, we're just waiting. For the
Oh.
winner.
Oh, I thought you said somebody joined the leaderboard today.
No. Just waiting you soul to win. And I believe we will have winner today. Remember to repost and like the stream and the game to participate.
It's very important that you guys like and repost the live stream
Yeah, Queen Soul posted the picture, but it's a tractor, it's not the dump. Yeah, man, nice try, but the Ghibli image is very accurate. Nice try. Tamil chat, again, this is not the exact track dump because you have to find this Isuzu brand. There will be exactly image. But I like Ghibli because like people drop the different locations, they show the activity in comments, that's very cool. You just searching for target hash, you just drop pictures and someone will win. Okay, everyone, you will have 3 minutes more. Obviously, it will be on road, on long road.
Actually, do this again.
It's not so close, obviously, to the starting location because like it's a jackpot round. We have almost 1,000 viewers. Very nice.
Actually, across all streams, we are a little bit over 1,000.
Nice.
Let's go.
Let's go. On a sleepy Thursday morning.
Oh, I'm so sleepy myself.
I think we all are. But I think we're all just been cranking and cranking and cranking, and which is why the ecosystem is actually such a great place to be, because there's so many people putting great work in all the time.
I gave up sugar the other day.
I need to.
Jesus, that's terrible. It's heroin, I'm telling you.
It's
Dude, I was so sick. That's actually why I've been sick. Because of I've been like proper sick.
withdrawal.
Yeah. It's really scary actually.
Okay, little dude across the street. Yeah, this is a dump, but not the exactly one. This is different one.
dump.
Red one, you just drop this straight road without cars.
You know what I think the game master did here? I think he said it was easy, but he told us earlier not to pay attention to what he says.
Yeah.
Just believe. Just believe. More forward.
Well, that is really the truth, isn't it? No matter what, all we can do is keep trying.
Yeah, okay, 1 minute more and we close this one. We move the price tomorrow and up the price.
Go that way. There's a lot of side roads that aren't accessible in maps too over here, which
Yeah,
makes
but this is on the main road, like. Red one, the satellite view could be different. Yeah, Red one, satellite view is not the answer for the game. You have to find the street view. Satellite view, like in countries like India could be absolutely different. Okay, everyone, you found a lot of cars, but time is almost up. Like 30 seconds more, and I will drop the location, and we move on.
Melanie's just vocalizing what we're all feeling.
Yeah, but we don't know. We don't want like frustration. Spend a lot of time. We wanna just easy, fast game. You have 10 minutes, 5 minutes, like you found it or not. Like we want easy.
Yeah, we like easy.
I got it. Is it red?
Go, go, go.
You said it's Suzu, right?
That's
No, I
That would
believe it's different. Okay. I'm dropping the right answer and the prize goes for tomorrow. Because all of you well played, great game, but I don't see the right answer. So we'll move the prize for tomorrow.
All right. So that's more reasons to come and join us tomorrow to play. It's going to be a bigger round tomorrow night, tomorrow after, tomorrow
Okay,
morning.
everyone, check the correct place and the coordinates.
Let's see.
You can see this track, exactly track from Ghibli image.
All right. So I'm going back into the game. Lots of guesses on here, by the way. So here is the coordinates. I'm just going to copy that, jumping back into my map. I'm going to paste the coordinates here just so we can all see.
You can see how far it was, you can see what there.
There it is with the double bed and everything. Double dumps. Very good. Very good. And it is. It's honest and above board. We had a good time playing. It was fun. It was exciting. I hope you all had a great time today. Congratulations to
Okay,
all
yeah,
of
we
our
have a
winners.
call. See you tomorrow, everyone. Bye.
bye.
Thank you, Zenny. Another great episode of Find to Earn. Another great morning show with our amazing friends, GP, Melanie. Thank you guys for tuning in, for joining us this morning and giving us some great conversation. Shout out Reese and Jack for also making it. Always a pleasure having those guys with us as well. We really do. We're very fortunate to have such a great community here with us. Thank you all for tuning in. We're actually ending just on time, which is great for us. We have a meeting, but thank you all for tuning in. You all have a blessed rest of your day. I am PeaceLoveMusic. We are DeOrganized Media, coming at you live on BitcoinLive, Decentralized broadcasting every Monday through Friday. Thank you all. Peace out.